Hi, this is Denise and welcome to Mommy's Guide to Happy Hour, where real moms tell it like it is. Today's episode is called The Iron Mommy, and in just a minute, you're going to find out why. But first, the most important thing is Mommy's hashtag drink of choice, which is Prosecco. We got it a little raspberry, so cheers. This is my mommy guest, Courtney, so cheers, welcome. Time to get that first sip in.
Indeed, we're good. We already had a cocktail together.
We're good. This is good. And you live close. It's not that far.
That's right. That's exactly right.
That bridge scares me. Oh. So we're here in Annapolis, Maryland, for anybody that might be watching outside of our friend zone.
Yeah.
So
they're watching.
I hope so. Mm-hmm. I hope so. But so we have this bridge. It's called the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. Mm-hmm. And if you look it up, it is literally one of the scariest bridges to cross. And it says that if you Google it. It's 2 miles.
Yes.
It takes a couple minutes, and it's just this long stretch.
Oh, yeah. I have a funny story about this.
This
is so long ago, but so I used to live in Arizona. I mean, I grew up here, but I lived in Arizona collectively for about 10 years. Mm-hmm. And my best friend, Laura, out there, she's going to be so mad. No, she's not going to be mad. So,
sorry, Laura.
Yeah, sorry, Laura.
Don't
but
send
I know
it to her.
she can laugh about
this.
She's
not going to know this if you don't send it to her.
Oh, no, I'm going to be.
This is like Wayne's World, where they're in their basement and nobody's watching.
Then I can definitely tell the story. And I would actually get in my car and I'm driving because I live in Annapolis at the time. And she's in there. We're looking cute. Got the scarves. We're ready.
Right.
Heading to St. Michael's.
The
scarves. We got them. Got a fun point.
The European tie.
We had to look cute, right? So we start going over the Bay Bridge, and I think nothing of it because I grew up here. And I'm like, la, 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 like driving on the Bay Bridge. She goes full-blown panic attack. I'm talking like grabbing me and is like, you didn't tell me there was a bridge like this. And she's losing it. And I'm like trying to drive over the bridge too. So I'm kind of like.
It's unnerving when you have someone panicking while you're
driving over that bridge. Right. Because then it kind of like, it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind. Like you've driven it so much, it's your subconscious. And I didn't really think anything until she started freaking out. So I'm kind of like, you need to simmer down, like, because I'm trying to drive over the bridge and you're freaking me out. Right. So it's just, I mean, it feels like there's like this movie scene. I wish I could just like explain better how scared she was. And of course I start giggling a little bit because I think it's totally insane.
Right. It is just a bridge.
I was like, get a brown paper bag. It was that bad. Like, and I made her like lay back. I was like, recline the seat.
Yeah, close your eyes.
I did. I had to like talk her through it. And then the strategy was we had to come back over the bridge. So I was like, you just drank all the martinis. All the martinis. So we went to this one place in St. Michael's that had great Cosmos. Remember?
Yeah.
Back, like Sex and the City Cosmos.
Oh, yeah.
Had all,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So we drank all of those.
Yes. My one girlfriend, we watched the last episode drinking Cosmopolitan. It was like a girls' thing. Right. And then when the movie came out, a bunch of us girlfriends all went to the movies together.
Get all dressed.
Yes, like your Carrie self or your Samantha self, whoever you are.
I miss that show.
I do too.
I think that's one of the best representations of a women's friendship and just life.
How they put it first.
Yes.
It wasn't the man first. The men were second. It was the women first, and I did like that. And they were always there to support each other.
They were, and it wasn't perfect. And you know how we're talking about the camaraderie and the quality over the quantity thing? Like that was exactly what that show was. Is like there's just the 4 of them, and you're right. The men
and it was really
the glue.
The 4 women really said a lot about the different women we are because you kind of had the perfect little home. Yeah. I just want a homemaker. I just want a baby.
Charlotte.
And then you have the Charlotte, and then you have the Miranda who was like headstrong and work, and then the Samantha that just had a great time with all of her sex. And then the Carrie, I think, was a little bit of everybody.
I think so too.
But the one that was easy to get along with because she was a little bit of everybody. So
the shoes and the fashion.
Shoes. I mean, I've never heard of Manolo's before. I mean, she made everything so popular.
Yes. Did you know that she has a store with shoes? I didn't know this.
I didn't know that. I knew that she had a line, her own shoe line, but no, I didn't know she had a store.
It's in DC at MGM, wherever I went. I'd never been. We went to the Avril Lavigne concert last night, and it was in wherever they have the casino and all that stuff. And I'm walking by, and I'm like, shoes. And I'm like, it's called like SJP or something.
Right.
It's amazing.
Did you go in there? Did you look at them? I wonder how much they are.
I didn't because I thought I might I don't think it was a good idea because they had a glass of wine.
And I wonder how much her shoes are.
I don't know. Yeah, like what's the price point? Right. Because if they're affordable.
It would be great if she made some affordable.
I would think that with her mass appeal, it would be a smart business decision, but I don't know.
But you watched the show Divorce, the new show on HBO that she has done?
No, I haven't seen that. No.
That's good. Lowell from, what was that show? Lowell. Was that Wings? Do you remember that? Oh, you're too little.
I remember Wings.
Wings. So Lowell, who was the maintenance guy.
I remember.
And he plays her husband. And I only see him as Lowell whenever I do, like Sideways, that movie Sideways.
Oh, yeah. Thomas Hayden Church.
Yes. So he plays her husband.
Okay.
And it's hilarious. They're divorced now. But it's funny because I think when you're watching a show and if it relates to your life in some way, you enjoy watching it. And I was going through my divorce or my separation, I guess, at that time when the show first came out. So I was like,
you want something you can sit on the couch and I get you.
Right. I'm like, like he wants this album and she wants that album. Like, I totally relate to that right now. And she's not Carrie, but I don't even know what her character's name is.
Right.
But
she's always Carrie.
She's always Carrie. I mean, she still looked good. She was still dressed nice. Yeah. Her hair was still the same. Yeah. And I do enjoy her. So I do miss that show.
I do too.
I wish they'd have the second movie I didn't like. But I think if they did another movie.
The first one I cried. We were in the wedding thing. I mean, did you? I was like, I didn't expect that. I was like, wow.
I kind of did.
I have something to say about the movie. So the first one.
Okay.
So
yes, let's hear.
I think it was when Facebook was starting to become more popular, and I'm walking with a friend. We weren't dating, just a chick friend of mine, and all the ladies just started clapping. They started clapping, and I didn't realize that it was like every man that walked into the theater to see the first Sex and the City movie, all the ladies were clapping.
They're clapping. That's awesome because they're like, hey, this is the
section of man.
Yeah, it's the lady equivalent to a Marvel movie.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, no, we went with a bunch of girlfriends to see it. I'm trying to think if there were any men in the theater, but we're all like, like this is, boo.
It's a big deal.
It was a big deal.
I mean, that was, I actually vividly remember going to that movie and exactly who I went with and dressed up to the nines.
We dressed up and we had a great time and no men allowed.
That's right. That was
we saw it at the Hoyt Theater because we didn't have a lot of stadium. Yeah. Now everything's a stadium seating, but back then it was just there. Yeah. And we all drove over to West Nursery Road in Linthicum and saw the movie and
perfect.
We had a good time.
It
would have been better if they would have been serving Cosmopolitans.
Amen.
That would have been good.
I agree with
But every time the movie's on, I have to watch it.
Oh, me too. You can't not.
No.
You can't not.
Or when they run the old Sex and the Cities, even though they're edited now on whatever station, I still watch them.
Me too.
I never get tired of them.
No, me neither. It's like you try, and I'll try channel surf and think, oh, something else. And I go, no, and just keep going.
No, I've seen it a million times, but I can't stop watching it. Like I love it so much, and I think the older I have a different take on it or a different perspective of when I watched it the first time. Because when I watched it the first time, I was single.
Right.
I lived alone. Right. I had girlfriends, and none of us were married, and now we all have kids.
Right. It's crazy. You have a different appreciation for it. But I think that they appeal to almost everybody because you can watch it, right? Like in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. And that's exactly right. You still get something out of it and you can still relate to each one of them. So bring it back.
I know. Bring it back.
Bring it back.
No.
As long as it's all the originals.
Well, I think the Samantha who plays Samantha?
The slutty one?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can't think of her name.
All I know is Sarah Michelle Gellar.
That's Buffy.
That's Buffy. Yeah.
Jessica Parker.
Yes, Sarah Jessica Parker.
She's married to Ferris Bueller. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all. That's an unusual pair.
It is.
Because I always thought he was gay.
Oh, he's a dork.
Yeah.
Well, I think. Yeah. But they've been married forever. But she also dated Robert Downey Jr. and
love him.
So I think she has a certain type or something. I don't know. Maybe she likes a nerd.
Yeah.
You have to worry about nerds going anywhere. You know what I mean?
That's right.
If you're dating the hottest man in Hollywood, and you know want to date Brad Pitt or
Take
two.
Still pretty. You're still pretty.
You are very pretty. You are very pretty. I want to go see your new movie. What's the name of it?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
He's a brilliant actor.
He is. Him and Leonardo and Megan Roberts. What's her name?
Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie. Oh, she's beautiful.
Yes.
I never get tired of looking at her.
No.
No. Now, see, that my boyfriend will go stay.
There you go. Win-win.
I can get him to go stay.
Have you seen the I, Tonya?
Yes, I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it because I remember where I was when all that was taking place. And I remember I had this job. I don't want to say where it was. And they brought a television out and they let us watch them skate because everyone was glued to their seats to see what was going to happen.
Right.
Like, something bad going to happen. What's going to happen? And so we're watching it in this office, watching people skate.
Oh my gosh.
So it was crazy. But no, yeah, I did like I, Tonya.
Yeah,
I did.
I have jealousy right now because I don't think that I'm like, what's the last adult movie I went to? I go to kids' movies.
Oh,
so
yeah, we
would
went to see Toy Story 4. And I took them to see The Lion King.
The Lion King
I
was
loved
so good. They did a good job.
They did a great job. And I wanted to go see that.
Is that your favorite? Everybody has a favorite Disney movie, like, right?
Oh,
or
my favorite Disney. I don't know if I have a favorite. Yeah. I think we're going to go see Maleficent next weekend because my daughter does want to see that.
Yeah.
She dressed up as her 1 year for Halloween.
Yeah.
Oh, that costume was beautiful.
Those were so cool. Horns.
Right, it was so pretty.
Yeah.
And this year she wants to be a zombie prom queen.
Oh, that's good. That's creative.
So I ordered that black prom dress with the sash. And
that's fun.
All that stuff.
That's fun.
And yeah.
I was trying to talk my son into Harry Potter because he loves Harry Potter, and I do too. I'm a big giant child. I'm like, Disney
I've only
movies,
seen the
Harry
first
Potter.
Harry Potter. My kids always make fun of me because I'm not a sequel.
Right.
I'm the original. And then I don't normally like anything after that.
I get that.
There's been a few, like Gru, or we call it Gru, but Despicable Me.
Oh, yeah.
I like Despicable Me, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm
Those are cute. But just the original.
Jaws, I like the first one.
Yeah.
And I like the second
I
one.
don't even think I saw the second one. I don't.
I
I don't want to watch anything
watch
about
Jaws whenever it's on. The original was on last night. Whenever it's on, I have to watch it because I really enjoy sharks for some reason.
Really? I have a fear of sharks and like irrational fear of snakes.
I don't like snakes.
I almost ran one over the other day on my bike, and I almost had an accident. It's a teeny tiny little snake, but they give me fight or flight.
Oh, I get that. I don't
you?
like snakes. Mm-mm. No, I don't like snakes.
But you like sharks.
I do.
Eat you.
They can. I have this obsession. It started when I was a little girl.
That's really cool though, because most people are scared of them. So.
Well, I don't know that I would swim with it, but I'm obsessed with it. Like
your Shark Week. And
I put it on my phone. I put it on my phone
awesome.
every week. I don't want to, every year I don't want to miss it. I watch the episodes and I know all these fun facts about sharks and just Jaws. I love Jaws.
Is the Great White your favorite?
It is my favorite. If I weren't afraid to scuba dive, I'd want to get in a cage and go down.
I had a friend that did that in Cape Town in South Africa. And I'm like, I'm
all
about getting out of your comfort
meters?
zone.
Did you ever see?
I swim in open water and I hate swimming.
So 47 meters gave me so much anxiety, so much angst while I was watching it because Mandy Moore was in it. And they were in some tropical place and this boat looked like it was falling apart and it was a tour. Mm-hmm. You get in the tank, they lower you a little bit and sharks come.
Right.
Well, the hitch broke and it dropped 47 meters down. And so they're down there. The whole movie was them trying to get out. Did you see it? No. I recommend you. Fast forward through the first 10 minutes. First 10 minutes are terrible. But when they fall, when they plummet, and the one sister has to get out of the cage because they couldn't get any reception all the way at the bottom.
Right.
So she had to swim up to let them know that they were alive down there and to please help them. So she's and so sharks. I'm telling you, I
would have nightmares for months.
I have it on my DVR.
Oh my gosh! But now that you said that, I'm gonna have to watch it.
But don't watch the first 10 minutes are terrible. Just get fast forward the first 10 minutes. It's her and her sister meeting the guys that take her on this boat.
Yeah.
You don't need that. It really is. Once that thing plummets,
that's when the action begins.
It is crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't know how we got to sharks, but because we were crossing the Bay Bridge and now we're on sharks.
Now we're on sharks.
It's amazing where this podcast goes. I mean, it started with an
Sharks,
Ironman. We're
snakes.
ending it with the shark and snakes.
Yeah. Love it. Things that keep us up at night.
I know, but I do like it so.
Mhm.
If you get an article or anything, please send it to me.
I will. Now
There were a lot of
remember.
attacks this year. Oh, that's terrible. There were a lot of attacks. Like
Don't tell me that. See,
there were
I'm
not
just kidding.
here.
I'm joking.
Not here
Yeah.
though, but in.
But there are like great. There are.
There are.
You know when they tag the one, what's her name, Mary or whatever, the big great white, and they'll see her
That
off
goes up and down the East Coast. Like
Mhm.
that's nice.
Yeah, but
I had friends this year, and I didn't go with them. They went to Nantucket, so they were so nice. They were in Nantucket, and then they went over to Martha's Vineyard, which I've been to the vineyard
beautiful.
a couple times. But they drove over the bridge in Jaws 1 that Brody jumps over because the kids are in the pond.
Yep.
And they filmed it as they were going over the bridge, and they sent it to me, and I'm like, oh, I love you guys.
Yes.
You know, they're like, this is the bridge he went over, and
my
I'm
gosh.
like, oh, it's awesome.
That is awesome.
So,
That's very, very cool.
yeah, I like that kind of stuff. There was Gone with the Wind, not to get completely off track, but I'm going to. They had the staircase for Gone with the Wind in a hotel in Virginia.
Really?
And
the staircase transported there?
They put it in the hotel, and this would have been great for social media.
Yeah.
I ran up and down that thing I don't know how many times just to run up and down
This
it.
is my movie.
This
right
is
now.
my jam, and I was running, but we didn't have cell phones, so no one could take a picture of me.
Right.
And I just ran up and down that thing, and I'm like,
What a great memory, right?
I'll think about this tomorrow, because she
Yes.
always thought about it the next day.
Yes.
It was great.
That is so cool, though. I did not know that. And it's still there?
I don't know. This was in the early 90s. So I don't remember what hotel it was in, but I remember when we went in, they said that was the staircase
Interesting.
from Gone with the Wind. We had it brought in, and they put it in there, and I just kept
Yeah, I would have too.
running up
That's
and
a
down.
big
I just
deal.
kept running up and down the staircase.
That's a big deal.
So we probably should start wrapping it up.
Right.
I think
I know, we sit here and talk to you all day.
I know. We'll have to do it again. We'll have to have you back
know.
on, because I feel like we went everywhere. We covered so many topics. I want to ask one. So I ask the same thing of every mom when I close it out.
Yeah.
And it is, what makes you happy?
That's a really great question.
And it's the only question I ever asked through the whole podcast, I feel.
So, what makes you happy? The cliche answer, of course, as a parent is my child makes me happy.
Right.
But I am a transparent person, and I think it's balance. I think, and I know that sounds probably like an oxymoron with parenting, but again, what I've learned in the last year is I'm a better mom, I'm a better person, friend, partner, business owner when I balance my life, and that means I need me time. I need time with my son. I need time with my business. And I think it's about dialing it down to a few core things. You don't have time for everything.
You don't.
So for me, I picked 4 things, and those are the things. And when those are all going well, life is good. I don't know.
That's
This sounds
perfect.
cliche, but
No,
it's really the truth. I think.
No, I had a mom say clouds made her happy. And
That's so sweet.
It was
I'm not even
looking
that
up at the
cool.
clouds.
House.
Well,
Yeah.
I
love that. You know what? I will say this too, and I know we need to close out gratitude. So I read a book this year called The Magic, and I do this silly, I have the same morning routine. I do a gratitude list every morning, and it might be as simple as I've got clean water and food to eat in a safe place, whatever. It changes every day. That has been a game changer, and that has made me what I call authentically happy.
That's a nice takeaway.
That's
a nice takeaway. I challenge all of us to write down 1 or 2 things that we
it's a
appreciate.
game changer, because you know when it is, it's hard when you have a bad day. It's easy when you're like, life is great and everything's awesome and you have a great list. And I can go back through the last year and be like, oh, that wasn't a good day because I only have 5 things, but I still had those 5 things on the list. So, it puts everything in perspective.
I did notice, because I did surf your Facebook page,
Oh, yeah.
that the picture that you took of yourself in the mirror, you had all those stickies.
I have a bunch of stickers.
And you had they were pink and yellow.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to ask you real fast before we wrap up.
Yeah.
What was all of that?
Yeah, so that goes back to the Goggins book that got me into Try. So that's he kind of coined the term accountability mirror. So if you search the hashtag accountability mirror, on Instagram, you'll see the most amazing inspirational stories. But he goes through the book, and I won't spoil it, but it's basically he looked at himself in the mirror at one point, and he's like, I'm going to be so hard on myself right now. And he's a no pulls punches kind of guy. So his is like, you're fat, you're overweight. His are a bit hard on himself, but that worked for him. Right. So I'm a big goal setter. So every, New Year's or whatever, I do that. And mine just kept kind of evolving this year. And I like the fact that you have to stare at it every day, because it's like you're looking in the mirror and you're like, that right there, I'm not working, I'm not doing a good job on that one. And it might be as simple as one of them is meditate every day, have gratitude every day.
I was like, I wonder what all those say, but
people are scared when they come to my house and they use my bathroom.
But there's post-its everywhere. But no, I get it. So see that cork right there?
Yeah.
So that cork was New Year's Eve of the end of the year that my husband left. And I went through an entire year, and at the end of the year, it was just me and the kids.
Yeah.
And I popped a bottle of Prosecco, which I love.
Yes.
And I said that's it. I'm done. I mourned a year.
Yep.
Next year is my year.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make it what I want. And so I put it there. So I see it all the time, but I get it.
It reminds you, it's a visual trigger.
Like, this is where I was, and this is where I am now.
Yeah.
And I believe that. I have post-its everywhere, but I get that because I think that gets us through. We're like, you know, I don't know, but it does get us
hard.
through.
Life happens, and you
happens.
need that reminder, and I think that's awesome. You know, and it's that turn the page kind of like, okay.
Yep. It's
here,
and
and then,
like I went a year. It's a new year. I didn't make any resolutions.
Yeah.
I just made a promise to myself.
I love that.
So
I think it's way better to make a promise to yourself that is like super, like it's based on your personal happiness rather than like resolutions.
Right.
Like I'm going to do this.
I'm going to eat better. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to work out.
Yeah.
No.
I'm not a big fan. I mean, whatever works for everybody, but I think it's awesome to do something meaningful that is like, and I'm sure it's improved your life like so much. You know?
I've been happy.
See, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
So cheers.
Cheers. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so
fun.
much. Thank you so much for coming.
Absolutely.
I hope you all have enjoyed this episode. I have.
This is fun.
We went everywhere. I think I'm tired. It's been everywhere today. So thank you guys for joining us, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. And thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Cheers.
Thank you.
And that's a cut.
Yay!
It's really clean. I'm happy.
I'm happy too.
You're so easy to talk to.
Really?
You're great.
Oh, thank